Die klankbaan van jou lewensreis.
Isandi sobomi bakho.
KINGFISHER FM.
Now, if you have little ones, and I'm talking little ones, at home or maybe even at play school, one of the things that I absolutely loved was spending time with my kids, both my kids, at music experiences, if I can put it that way. And so today we are talking about little people and music, and I'm chatting to Kirsty from Wriggle and Rhyme. Now, Kirsty, welcome to KINGFISHER FM.
Thank you so much, Leanne. It's wonderful to be on the air with you this morning.
So good. So, Kirsty, you have a business called Wriggle and Rhyme. Won't you tell us what it's all about? It sounds very intriguing.
Absolutely. So Wriggle and Rhyme is a music program for babies and toddlers that was born in Cape Town in 2008. The reason it was born is I'm a passionate musician myself.
Okay.
Trained as a pianist and an orchestral percussionist. And like many moms, when my children were little, I was looking for a stimulating group to take them to.
Yeah.
And because of my own love for music, I was desperate to find something music-based. But I just could not find something that I felt was suitable. And that really led to the birth of Wriggle and Rhyme, just looking to write and create something completely music-based, suitable for little people that would also bring moms and carers together in a gently structured space. So that's the heart of Wriggle and Rhyme, really bringing music to bear on little people's development.
Beautiful. I think the thing about music is that it's almost as though it's a language that crosses every barrier, every boundary.
100%.
And it's something that unites us, I think, as people. I just see how my children respond to music. I also have a very high value for music in my home. But it starts when they're little. Tell me about the importance and the impact of music on these little people.
So what's really interesting, it's really interesting how you reference that anecdotally, just the power of music for all of us, but particularly for little children. Anyone who's been involved with little children, whether you're a parent or an educator or a carer, knows that children respond incredibly to music, whether it's bobbing their heads as little babies or swinging in their car seats or growing up to start singing and dancing and so on. There's this kind of inbuilt response. And we've all known that if we've been involved with children, but what's deeply exciting is that over the last few decades, with the advances in neuroscience, neuroscientists are now actually able to see what's going on in our brains when we're involved in different kind of activities.
Yeah.
And with the advances in things like functional MRI scans, neuroscientists can actually map activity in the brain. Yeah. And I'm mentioning all of this because in this field of looking at what is the impact of music on brain development, a couple of decades ago, neuroscientists discovered something mind-blowing, which was that music-based learning activities are the only activities that light up the entire brain simultaneously.
Wow.
So what's basically happening is your brain, when you're involved in something, and I'm talking about doing something, not just listening to music, doing something along to music, is that your brain lights up. So it's almost like having a full brain workout. Now, why that's important for children is because the brain is made up of different hemispheres connected by this kind of N2 superhighway, the corpus callosum. And when our whole brain lights up, that corpus callosum has to work really hard to transmit all of the different messages.
Yeah.
And so it strengthens that area of the brain. And that area of the brain is what's responsible for something called executive function. And as we all know, that increasingly is a buzzword in education with children struggling with executive function. So I think what's just really exciting with incorporating seriously music-based learning from an early age is we have the opportunity to really fire up these little brains, but in a way that brings children together and is deeply joyful for them, which
it's
is
so
just
much
so exciting.
fun. So much fun.
Absolutely, so much fun, exactly. And that's the best part about Wriggle and Rhyme as well, is that if you just come along to one of our programs, you will just see the children having so much fun. It is so deeply wonderful and stimulating for them. But if you're looking at it into it with an educational eye, you will see the wealth of what they are taking in, even just in a 1-2 minute kind of song-based activity.
Fantastic. So, Kirsty, I'm very excited to see that you have a new branch in the metropolis of Gqeberha. Is that correct?
It is correct, and we are so excited. We launched our branch at the beginning of the year. We were so excited to be able to bring our program to your area. We've got a wonderful teacher who's opened the branch and is running it at the moment from her home. Her name is Louise Anderson. And we are bringing our program initially to babies and toddlers for the next few years, and then we'll see whether there's scope in the future to open it up to preschoolers as well.
Wonderful, wonderful. And Kirsty, where would we get your info from? Where do we find you?
Absolutely. So the website is the best place to go for a really comprehensive view of our program and how to find out more and inquire about joining and all of that kind of thing. So that's wriggleandrhyme.co.za. But we are also very active on social media. So if social media is where you tend to go for your info,
yes,
you can find us on Facebook and on Instagram. We post regularly there. And there's a link obviously there directly to the website as well.
That's amazing. Well, Kirsty, thank you for sharing this great news with us. I think...
Thank you so much.
You know, we're always looking for things to do with our little people. And so this is definitely something to consider. If you are a parent and you're listening to this and you have a little one in your home, it would be a great opportunity. Kirsty, thanks for joining us on Kingfisher FM.
Thanks so much, Leanne. It's been lovely chatting to you this morning.
So good. Have a good morning.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Keep singing.
Yes, always. So good.
Jou openbaringsstasie.
Isikhululo sakho esikuchilela ubungcwele.
Kingfisher FM